Undercover brother. Diddy outed by Cassie's husband for being gay, but here's why no one is shocked. Woo, 2022 honestly seems to be the year where all bets are off, because nobody seems to give a flying fruitcake anymore. As the saying goes, everything done in the dark will eventually come to the light. And Diddy's sus past has resurfaced yet again, thanks to Cassie's husband, Alex Fine. Speaking of fruitcakes, rumors of Diddy's sexuality has been a topic of conversation since the creation of Bad Boy Records. And although people have suspected he was more flavorful, to say the least, the rumors were reignited when Cassie's now husband shared a post to his Instagram story, wishing his LGBTQ followers a happy Pride Month, where he attached a charity link to help those in the closet, and gotta move on. Folks immediately took note and tied it back to Diddy's newly released single, Gotta Move On, insinuating that brother love was trapped in the closet, and we ain't talking about R. Kelly. Unsurprisingly, this isn't the first time Mr. Sean John has been exposed. Diddy and his hostage/now ex-girlfriend, Cassie, has been together so long that it had people wondering if Cassie was actually his girlfriend by choice, or if she signed some contractual agreement to be his long-term beard until he was ready to crawl out from under the closet. 2007 marks the year the two began dating, but it hadn't been until the year 2012 where things had gotten official. Diddy being the major mogul that he's come to be, his fair share of women he likes to rotate every now and then, and during his relationship with Cassie, it was no different. The relationship was on and off more than a light switch, and in 2018, Cassie finally realized her worth and told Diddy to hit the road and take his 5011 robes with him. Cassie's now free from the shackles of her ex-boss and boyfriend. And not too long after, we discovered that she had been in a relationship with her personal trainer, Alex Fine, who Diddy himself had hired specifically for Cassie. Just 6 months after introducing her blue-eyed boo, she announced her pregnancy, and a few months after that, their engagement. Mrs. Fine couldn't have gotten out of there fast enough, and it was clear that she was over Diddy and all of his antics. She was moving on, but unfortunately for Diddy, he just couldn't seem to do the same, and made sure to let it be known in his song, Gotta Move On, featuring Bryson Tiller, which premiered at this year's Billboard Music Awards. A whopping 4 years after Cassie broke free, Diddy thought it would be a good opportunity to utilize the moment and make his first single in 6 years, all about him moving on from his ex. And, well, Cassie's new man just wasn't here for it. Putting on his messy boots, Alex logged onto his Instagram, went to his IG story, and decided to give a shout out to all of his LGBTQ followers, including Diddy? Happy Pride Month, the post read. Attached is a charity that helps people who are in the closet and gotta move on, along with other resources. Best believe when the blogs got a hold of this, it was as if a huge unspoken industry secret had finally been confirmed. Because honestly, tell us something we don't know. Rumors surrounding Diddy's sexuality have been out there for decades, dating all the way back to the late 90s. I know y'all have heard about the countless stories of his extravagant mansion parties and what really goes down once those doors close. Despite him being linked to numerous women throughout his career, Jennifer Lopez, Kim Porter, Cassie, and as of recent, Carisha or Young Miami from the rap duo The City Girls, just to name a few. Talks of his other love interests have always been a thing. We have a list longer than the lines at Wendy's whenever spicy nuggets make a comeback, and thanks to social media, we're able to hear these stories right from the source's mouth. 50 Cent deemed Diddy a box of Fruit Loops on numerous occasions, and recounted the time Diddy had practically asked him out on a date by offering to take him shopping, insisting that he'd pay for everything. This wouldn't be a one-time incident either, And supposedly, this is a recurring gesture from Diddy towards other men in the industry, because he'd also offer rapper Nas the same deal upon meeting. Our favorite car pimping rapping host, X to the Z, Xbit, told the story of a time him and video vixen Kareen Steffens, aka Superhead, went to a club courtesy of Diddy. And once they arrived, he quickly discovered that the club was one of those. Jumping from the car pimping to the Pimp Chronicles, comedian and actor Cat Williams has been known throughout the years for dropping industry bombs here and there, and then disappearing like a thief in the night. During one of his stand-ups, he spoke of his days as a newcomer, being shown the ropes in the business and being invited to all the fancy star-studded Hollywood parties that we've heard nothing but great things about. Peep the sarcasm? Speaking of his experience, he recalled all the times he was invited to mansion parties and felt like a kid in Toys R Us, peeping into the rooms, and sometimes he'd mess around and peep a little too much and see things he didn't want to see, confirming that some sus things were bound to go down at these functions, especially Diddy's. Professional Messy Boots, Wendy Williams, went through a whole era, it seemed, where she deemed him a personified bag of Skittles, relentlessly back on her radio hosting days. From hearsay to live witnesses, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has spoken out numerous times regarding his days with Puffy, and had us leaning all the way in, eager to hear more when he spoke of the time Diddy had asked him to keep a lookout for the door guarding a bedroom Diddy had entered, all whilst Jennifer, yes Lopez, was upstairs. Not too long after, Gene says Diddy and another male ran out of the room butt naked and into each other. Another questionable encounter was when Gene, assisting Diddy to his shopaholic tendencies, witnessed Diddy take a few things off the wall when they were walking down the store aisle. Leaning back and peeping towards the wall, Gene noticed an array of butt plugs Diddy had been plucking off the wall like cherries, and then confronted Diddy in a snappy tone, asked him, "Can I shop?" Former personal chef Cindy Rudea filed a lawsuit against Diddy for wrongful termination, sexual harassment, retaliation, defamation, failure to pay overtime, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. In the suit, Cindy claims that Diddy subjected her to viewing him and his male sexual partners naked on several different occasions. He'd asked to be made meals right after his relations, to which Cindy had to personally bring to his room, where he and his partners lay awaiting their post-sex buffets. He once asked her to view his body, and one of his male friends had asked her to look at and admire his genitalia while they were in the kitchen. The rumors had been following Diddy for years by this point, and 2018 was the year where people were convinced that Diddy had outed himself on a song with rapper Blood Sugar and a collaborated feature called Hope. Diddy's verse in the song, along with an accompanying music video, was placed right where two men were seen embracing, and the lyrics didn't help his case all that much. Following 2021's BET Awards, one of the internet's most famous trolls and rapper, Lil Nas X, gave a shocking performance while performing his song Montero, giving us Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video tease. He also sprinkled in one time at the MTV Video Music Awards when Madonna kissed both Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, ending his performance by kissing his backup dancers, taking the audience, viewers at home, and BET themselves by surprise. Diddy took it upon himself to give a shout out to Nas X via Twitter, where he wrote, "Lil Nas X did that. Be fearless." This, of course, was met with people urging Diddy to step on out of that big ol' walk-in closet of his. The memes, jokes, and media outlets that took the tweet and ran with it faster than Usain Bolt at the Olympics eventually got to him, because not too long after showing his support for Lil Nas' performance, the tweet had vanished from his account. But if it's one thing for sure, two things for certain we know about the internet: nothing is ever truly deleted. A heap ton of other incidents, witnesses, and receipts are out there floating about, and even though Diddy himself has never confirmed nor denied any of the alleged rumors, I think it's safe to say that Brother Love Diddy just may be Team Rainbow, or even both sides of the fence. We all know homophobia runs rampant within hip-hop, so it isn't surprising that some of your faves may be down low, and you ain't even know. Truth of the matter is, no one should be forcing anyone to come out of a closet they aren't ready to come out of. And given how comfortable and luxurious Diddy is, we wouldn't be surprised if he never decided to come out. If he really is what everyone suspects, that is. Are you surprised that Cassie's husband threw the whole tree at Diddy? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. And stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.